Well, at this point, you shouldn't be surprised, but Rainbow Studios has done it again. Season 3 is here along with 2024 AMA Supercross tracks, and I can confidently now say that MX vs. ATV Legends is the best dirt bike video game of all time. This is the level of excitement we're bringing to the video. They even changed the loading screens, long overdue, but it looks great. So, first things first, Rainbow Studios just dropped a 2024 AMA Supercross track pack, and it's available for $20 on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Supercross is the best sport on earth, and as one of the sport's biggest fans, I'm so thankful that Rainbow Studios picked up the ball, milestone dropped, and they've had all hands on deck to make this DLC as good as absolutely possible. Rainbow really outdid themselves with this DLC. They're actually watching the in real life races to make the tracks as close to the actual tracks as possible. One thing I've been super happy to see in particular is that these Supercross tracks now have multiple ruts in a lot of the corners, which makes line choice through these corners more important than ever. Now more so than ever, whether you should go inside and double out or rail the corner and quad out is a bigger decision than ever, and it's going to take a lot of time to get all these tracks figured out. Perhaps most importantly though, the scaling of these new tracks perfectly matches the state of the present physics. I said the same thing when the expert tracks came out, but it is even more apparent now. The big jumps actually feel big, but not cartoonishly so, and the whoops are properly sized and spaced accordingly so that it's really difficult to maintain momentum through these whoops. I mean, even when you watch AMA Supercross in real life, you're only seeing 2 or 3 guys actually blitzing through there. The rest of the guys, Cooper Webb and such, might be going triple, triple, triple something through the whoops. The whoops here, perfectly sized, spaced accordingly, and the corner ruts are just big enough to jam your front tire into as they would be in real life. These tracks are absolutely exquisite. Shout out Cambone, what was that about? So, along with all the 2024 AMA Supercross tracks, we also got another massive update with tons of quality of life improvements for the game itself. First things first, Rainbow Studios has cracked down on input exploits. The rider elevation change mechanic has been totally revamped to disincentivize input spamming. And because you can't spam the left and right sticks up and down while you're in the air now, you're going to be rewarded for careful usage of those inputs. Whereas before, after taking off on a jump, you could spam both sticks up and make your rider travel further in the air. Basically, you'd click the left stick and the right stick at the same time, up, 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 over and over and over, and you'd go like 3 feet further every time you did that. This feature is totally gone now, so it's more imperative than ever that you take off a lip perfectly, because you can no longer get yourself out of a bad situation of your own creation. If you took off the lip going too slow now, you're coming up short. There's nothing you can do about it. You are along for the ride. And because maintaining momentum now is more difficult and important than ever, the public lobby battles that I've experienced the past couple of days have been absolutely insane. The competition is better than ever. I need y'all to come join us online in these bar-to-bar action. And because of the updated physics, Rainbow has added new time trial leaderboards so you can compare yourself to people who have played on the new physics. Don't worry, you can still look back at the records you set for Season 2 and the all-time leaderboards. And I should note, one of the only things I feel like this game is actually missing now, I honestly do believe this to be the best dirt bike video game of all time now. 2023 AMA Outdoor, 2024 AMA Supercross, 100 and some other tracks. Go farm all this stuff. Not just that, the game looks good. It's fun to play. It's an arcade game, great physics. But so many things about this game that I'm psyched on. There's only one thing I could even think of that I'd like to see added to the game. Actually, Uber did tell me 2 things maybe. Uber said that they should add leader lights to the bike of the guy who's in first and or the mini-map. Totally agree with that. That's a good point. Relatively small change. Maybe Rainbow will work on that. The other thing I was thinking about is it would be nice if we could go into time trial and race the go set by other riders just so I can see what they're doing differently to shave time off their lap. I actually messaged Rainbow about this, and they said they're actually working on it. So not only is this already the best dirt bike video game of all time, it is still going to get better and better. If you haven't played this game yet, just run to the Xbox store, go ahead and download this thing, join me in some public lobbies. You might get lapped, but you're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it. Pro Physics has been removed. They actually replaced it with something much better. In its place now, there are 5 individual assist settings to tune to your level of skill and preference. If you did not use Pro Physics before, which you may recall from my Everything You Need to Know to Be Fast on This Video Game video, I recommended against using Pro Physics. So if you didn't use Pro Physics before and you want the game to play the same, you can simply turn the assist to 100% and you will be playing the game as you were before the update. So again, you can fine tune it now. Frankly, I haven't had a lot of opportunity to mess with that yet, but I do plan on it, and there's going to be some more tutorials coming out in the relatively near future. They also made it so now you can play series mode and split screen. If you haven't played series mode, if you haven't beaten career mode, in particular series mode is a great way to unlock all the tracks in the game so that you can use them in private lobbies and exhibition modes. Tons of new merch available on the game now too. You can update your style with 2 new sets of gear from Fast House, being the Grindhouse Nova and Sanguaro jersey, pants, and gloves. You can customize the colors on those. They look super sick. Me and Uber cooked up a fire kit last night. Definitely be sure to look out for that in the next video. Can you say Rasta? There's also new bike parks. They added graphic kits for 2023 Suzuki and Yamaha. Love the Suzuki. Super psyched they added the graphic kits for those. They got the FMF 50th Anniversary Edition exhaust, KYB suspension, Thrill Seeker seats, multiple colored Dunlop tires now, some new colored Renthal half waffle grips. So certainly appreciate. And another thing that we saw Milestone drop the ball on, I think from Supercross 3 to 6, pretty much the same jerseys and such from game to game. So do appreciate Rainbow allowing us to keep things fresh so we can always show up to the start line looking dapper. And there's some DLC freebies. If you bought the 2023 Honda Pack DLC, you're also going to gain access to the 2024 HRC graphic kit and the 2024 HRC Fox Flex Air team jerseys and pants. So, in my humble opinion, after all this, 2024 AMA Supercross in particular, not just that they made it, because I need y'all to believe me to say, I mean, you can go back and watch my review for this game when it came out. It was not glowing. This is now a glowing review of MX vs. ATV Legends because the game is now in such a perfect state. So appreciative to Rainbow Studios for continuing to support this game. I don't know that personally I'm a massive fan of the modern era of video games in general, where you release something that's like halfway done, but they're like, we're going to keep working on it. As we've just seen with Pal World, even 60% complete according to the devs. Then again, that 60% was very good. MX vs. ATV Legends upon release, not exactly spectacular, but they have turned it into an absolute gem. I'm just so appreciative, first, that they listen to the community for feedback, and they actually do care what the people who are playing the game think about the game. Also that they take that input and actually do make such massive updates. And shout out to the team, you know, they said they had all hands on deck for this 2024 AMA Supercross track map, and just the fact that we're going to continue to get these tracks all season long. It's going to give you a real good reason to sign on to the game every day of the week. Even only having 7 of the Supercross tracks right now can feel a little bit overwhelming trying to learn these tracks, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and just have a good time, smile on my face, just trying to do the biggest rubs I possibly can. So, like I said too, the public lobby battles have been great. I got a couple more minutes of videos here, so definitely feel free to stay tuned for those. As always, I very much appreciate you guys watching this stuff. If it wasn't for people actually clicking on the video, listening to what I have to say about all this, I wouldn't be doing it. Do it as a fan of the sport, as a fan of the game. I do hope y'all appreciate that. I hope to see y'all in public lobbies, man. Send me a message, join the party, whatever it is. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though, and I look forward to catching y'all on the next one very, very soon. Until then, peace, y'all.